Okay, well, I'd advise you not to take it personal with a lot of the cops because they don't even know who you are. But sometimes they do. Sometimes they talk in the locker room and they make fun of you and they say, "Oh, this guy this and this guy that," and basically cops are a bunch of morons. And it's just how it is. There might be one or two good cops, one or two good apples surrounded by a bunch of bad ones. But eventually, the fact that they're surrounded by a bunch of rotten apples is gonna make them rotten as well. Anybody who targets law enforcement's families will be targeted for assassination, immediate, urgent assassination missions. I will send death squads to their fucking home, and I will politely give the order that the death squad allow their family to live, give them the courtesy that they didn't give the law enforcement officer, and then to kill them in as civilized manner as possible. I will give that order. I will give those difficult orders that will allow the cops to come and apprehend me and put me behind bars for doing the right thing. I'm willing to give those orders. When extreme circumstances come, we are going to make this movement right. Any subversive movement within my movement will be crushed. All the bikers who betrayed me, it's fair play to eliminate them if you feel that you must. Recently, a mother was helping her son commit escape a violent act against a gang member. All she did was drive the car. I don't agree with, if that was my son, he just got in a fight with somebody, I would have drove away too. Does that mean they're an accessory to murder? You should hurt your own son? No, no. I think our rules are kind of harsh. We shouldn't expect parents to turn in their own children. No, no, no. That's just sick. I know how it feels to be betrayed by your family over some superficial shit. Stabbing my enemy would be something superficial in my opinion. We're supposed to fight each other. We're at war. Okay, just because our battlefield is America doesn't mean it's not the same thing as what you're doing with Iran or what is going on in Syria. Where you have those reporters who claim, "Oh, the babies were getting hurt," and okay, you're hiding with Al Qaeda. You're hiding in a building with Al Qaeda, and you're wondering why it's being shelled. Really. If those civilians don't want to fight a war, get the fuck out of town, let the soldiers fight, let them get rid of Al Qaeda, and then come back. I know that's harder than it sounds, but when your fucking bullets are flying and your kid's about to get shot in the fucking by shrapnel and hit by shrapnel and bullets and all kinds of shit, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna end this video in about it's gonna be ended at 5 minutes because I'm trying to end this whole series around noon, and the last video I'm hoping to be making at noon, so I can talk about how, hey, it's noon right now and whoop-de-whoop, and it's the midday fucking position of the sun and all that. Remember, we're the temple of Ra, Osiris, Heru. Ra Horketi is one simple way to put it. I like to put it that way myself. That Osiris kind of became Horus, and he's kind of connected to Ra, so we just say Ra Horketi. We're a group that's almost completely males, and not because of sexism, but because of distrust of this feminist movement. And some of the most obvious plants were Eastern Star Masons in the feminist movement. Some of the most obvious plants were, lesbians and their lesbian organizations in the feminist movement. Some of the more obvious plants were FBI agents who were feminine, female FBI. Like Scully from X-Files. They use that example, but that's kind of how they are. These professional women with Glocks in their waistband, and they wear like this kind of suit, and they have this kind of suit pants, and they have this kind of style, right? This kind of Scully style. I could see them coming. I know that there's FBI agents who are able to kind of revert to how they were in high school and dress like it, blend in a little bit better. I see the signs of the FBI thinking. Okay, it's the thinking that will give them away as cops. Okay, it's not just their haircut or this type of stuff. It's the way they believe, the way they explain things, the way they describe things, the way they express their feelings, their mannerisms that you have to read into, and you have to discern what they mean. You have to translate the symbols and translate the mannerisms. Again, our war is against the scum. It's not against the innocent fucking people. It's not necessarily against the bootlickers. We are harsh with the bootlickers, but we don't necessarily target them for anything. So, I know you might consider this criminal mischief. If fighting against the government and speaking out against them like Jesus did, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, means I'm going to get killed by the government, and then I'm going to get charged with criminal mischief, and I'm going to get labeled a terrorist for 100 years before you realize I'm the good guy, and so be it. Because God's work is hard, His cross is heavy, but we carry it. Thank you.